Hi, welcome back to another Ceramic Hour live stream. I did some throwing last night, so I don't know, I just kind of want to show you guys what I made off the stream because we're gonna be like just trimming a bunch of things that I did off the stream. I've got the little pictures over there. We have test towels here, and then let me see. I don't know what these are going to be. I don't know. I have this. It's really, I'm like, again, I am like relearning how to throw on the wheel, and like I had like a 4-year break in between when I was taking like wheel throwing classes, and then COVID hit and I didn't have wheel, and now I have a wheel again. So this is like way too thick, but I was just like, it's kind of maybe a good size for a mug. I'm not really sure because it is going to shrink a bit. This is my porcelain, so it's going to shrink even more than stoneware. And there's no grog in it either, so it's definitely going to shrink. So I think this is going to be a little mug. And then I was like really proud of this. I was aiming to make, what was I going to make? I can't remember. I think I was going to do a bowl, but then it like, I had way too much clay on it and it just kind of like rose really nicely. So this one's going to be a planter. Let me just put this off to the side and they can just chill over there. Here are the slab built ones that we were working on. Oh my gosh, these are the test towels that I threw. I have not thrown, like I've literally thrown test towels. I think I did it once. I don't even know. And yeah, I was like, should I watch a video how to do this? And I was like, no. Waste of time. So I just like went at it, and I completely forgot to like, I don't know how you're supposed to do it. I did not look up a video, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go like all the way down and then pull the walls out, and I did not do that until like after I pulled the wall out. And it's this is like not really the right way how to do it, but it's kind of like a generalization of like the general shape of what you're aiming for at least like the stand-up type of test towels. I'm gonna be like cutting them, you know, but I really like the stand-up ones because I want to see like how much my glazes are gonna flow, and all of that. But yeah, there are all kinds of different ways that you could make a test tile, like depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for like saving space, you probably wouldn't do this method. Like a lot of people will do ones that can go on a key ring, or that you could, like those ones also can just like have a little hole in it and you could hang it on the wall of your studio, something like that. But those ones are more like flat ones, and they're not going to show like how the glaze flows. I think I don't know. I think there's so many things wrong with this. Please don't judge me too hard. I just kind of like maybe want to, I don't know, trim the top of it. It's actually really dry. Well, right there's not so bad. I just kind of want to maybe fix a little bit of the top. It's way too thick. But I think like since it is obviously like round, I think I do want to mostly trim it on the wheel. But I just kind of wanted to like show you guys what I've been doing off the stream. This is like, this is so bad. It also like, oh my gosh, I don't even want, like, I don't even want to know, I don't even want to show you guys like how I even made this because it was really bad. It was really bad. But I mean, it's just gonna be test tiles, so hopefully there's really nothing wrong with it. Like cracking wise or anything. I hate making test tiles. The other ones that I have that are made are just like slab built. So, but it's kind of like in the same shape. I just do like a rectangle and a square for the bottom. And I don't know, it just takes a lot of time. And they still don't even like turn out that great. So actually, yeah, I haven't even made test towels in like a long time because I did not recently get this wheel. So let me just kind of fix this up maybe a bit. What could we work on? Maybe something like, I think we'll work on another of my failures. We just like pop this bubble. I mean, it's so dry actually. I don't even know what it's doing. Okay. All these scraps and stuff are really bothering me. Just kind of like those. Let me squirt this down with water. I really wanted it to be like dry. So I like very loosely covered it, but I think I covered it maybe not enough, I guess. Because it is just like really dry. I mean, it's not, I mean, it is really thick, but let me just put this off to the side. And I'm gonna like work on that later. What do we have? I mean, we have those like bunnies, those bunny faces to trim. I really like right now, I really want to work on stuff that I can't just trim on the wheel. Trimming on the wheel is like, it's a lot faster than when I just sit here doing it by hand. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Here's my lovely picture. Do you like it? Yeah. We had some issues. It is like a very nicely, like a really nice like thinness. Well, when we get down to like here, it's like a bit thick. But yeah, I had some issues trimming it yesterday. I don't really know how I want to go about this. Maybe I should grab my felling knife. Yeah, but maybe it's like too dry. Yeah. Okay. Let me grab some water. What was I saying? Yeah, but the spout area obviously kind of got too thin, and then it kind of like cracked, and then I just like tore it off. So this one is going to be a little vase instead. Still cute. Actually, yeah, it's actually really dry. I feel like it's slightly better if you like add water to it this way, like actually kind of like smoothing it into it. I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit better than just like using the spray bottle. I don't know, unless you just really doused it down. Okay. I think this is too big for my chuck. I know, maybe we should work on the bunnies, the bunny faces. I mean, we could like maybe trim a little bit off the bottom of this. Okay, we'll trim a little bit of the bottom of this, but I don't know. We'll just kind of see. We'll just like play it by ear and see how things are going. I think before I start working on this, I want to water down this picture. Just like really quick. It's not too dry, so I think it'll be fine. That one, well, and this one. The ones that actually are going to be pictures, I do want to make a little handle for them too. That is something that we could do today. I don't know if we're actually going to get to do that. I don't know. I think we're just going to do some trimming. I should probably get my banding wheel out, huh? I just created this like nice little workspace here on this plastic. Just move some stuff around. I have too much stuff sitting over here though. Oops. Okay. Today's looking like a nice day. The last like kiln reveal that we did on the stream, I did take some photos of those, but when I was trying to edit them, they're just way too dark. I wonder if I can maybe get some more pictures like today or tomorrow or something. It's supposed to be pretty sunny. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then try to get those edited as soon as I can. And then make some listings. I don't know. I wonder if I'm not sure if it really matters, like, when I release shop updates. I mean, the last update with, like, we had, it was, like, majority underglazed pieces, so, if you didn't see that, it was, like, we had, like, 4 cowboy boots, a bunny, these are all, like, trinket dishes, for the most part. There's like a abstract flower one. There was like a little container that was like strawberry jam. We had a plate with like a gingham and the strawberry on it that you've, if you follow my Instagram, you'd probably seen that before. It's like the 3rd one that I made, but it's like, it's so cute. And it's nice having, like, a design that I really like that is, like, trending right now. So I feel good about, like, redoing the design. I don't know. Sometimes well, actually a lot of the time, I don't remake many of my, like, designs. There's not really a reason for it. The only reason is that I'm just overflowing with, like, ideas and things that I want to make. So typically when I'm, like, decorating, like, plates or whatever, I'm always, like, I've been wanting to make a pancake plate, or the plate is like, I don't know, like a pool with like pool toys, and like I'm just overflowing with ideas. So that's why a lot of the time the stuff that is in my shop is not really like the same design. I'm just like way too excited to like make a bunch of different things. Unless I'm like, I don't know, the strawberry dish I really like. It's a good go-to for me because like I already know what underglaze colors I'm gonna do. I already have a design laid out. What I have? Okay, so I have one strawberry dish that is my personal collection. I sold one at our office market, and then I have one, and then I have the new one. Yeah, but it's also like trending right now, so I don't know. I just feel like it's really good to like have a few items that are trending. Oh, great tip if you are like, if you have your own shop or anything. I'm not sponsored by anybody at any point. But I just feel like I need to say that. But so currently I have I only have shops open on Etsy and Michael's Maker Place. Maker Place is super new. And I think it's worth checking out if you have like a handmade shop like me. It is very similar to Etsy, but they do have some other like, what would you call it? Like shop offerings. Like you can have like classes on, like you can sell like classes on Maker Place, which is something Etsy does not offer. And like something, I don't know, there's like a third thing, I'm not really sure what it is, I forgot, but it's worth checking out. But otherwise they have like the same kind of layout where you shop on Maker Place, and you know, you put in the search like handmade ceramic mug, and that pulls up like mugs from all of these different makers, just like what Etsy does. But I just wanted to note something that I feel like is really cool and just like exciting for me as like someone that has a little business like this, is that unlike Etsy, you can email Maker Place like your items. So they have like they have a kind of like a FAQ page about this on like the email to send it to, how you want to write the subject line, and then you can like send them listings of items that are trending right now that you currently have in your shop that maybe they would want to feature, which I think is like so cool. Obviously, like I think Etsy doesn't do this because they would probably get just an overwhelming amount because it's, you know, it's so big, there's so many people on the platform. But Maker Place just officially launched like end of summer, fall-ish 2023, so it's very new. They're still trying to get people to hear about it as makers or people that are going to like buy from them. But I think that is like so cool. Like you can just, you know, if something that you make is trending at the moment, you can send it to them and they'll check it out. I mean, that is just like like amazing. Like it's a really good thing to get your foot in the door. So And on their FAQ page, they even say like the types of items that they're currently looking for. So today is May 9th, 2024, and they're looking for 4th of July things like I don't know, like maybe you're making things like, I don't know, t-shirts or something, screen printed t-shirts about like 4th of July, or I don't know. I don't know. Party things. Do people like have like actual parties for 4th of July? I feel like people just have like a casual barbecue, but I don't know, maybe like some kind of like little party decor or something, like garlands. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that. Or like, I don't know, a lot of people are doing like drinkware right now. Of like, what's it called? What's the word? Okay, I can't think of the word at the moment, but like, if you've ever seen like a drink cup or like a mug. A mug is a really great example. If there's like a photo on a mug, it's like a special way of kind of like printing, sort of. You have to have a special machine for it, but like whatever. But it's super custom. You could put like any kind of like design on all kinds of different things. Whatever. Anyway, I think like if you have like a small shop, it's definitely worth checking out Maker Place. I have heard some people like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've only seen like a few like posts on Reddit about it. Somebody is like saying that like they signed up for Maker Place and they're like, Michaels is like stealing people's like ideas or something and then selling them in the store. I don't know about this, but do your own research. I'm definitely not like some kind of like paid sponsor to talk about them, but I think it's really great that Etsy has a competitor. I think it's exciting and worth checking out. If you're that typical, like, if you're in that kind of area of, selling on Etsy. Not everybody is. Let me see. There's a lot, like, I feel like I like the shape on the outside, but the walls are way too thick. I think I'm going to try and trim on the inside. I mean, it's definitely something you want to avoid because it's really annoying. But I think we're just gonna go for it. Let me maybe I'll need my like sharper tool. This like metal one is like, actually they're all metal. Let me take that back. The smaller one, I don't know, it seems like it's sharper than the other ones. Anyway. Yeah, but I think it's like really great. And like Maker Place is like, they're so new. They need like great work to feature. And if you if you are someone that sells like handmade stuff, kind of like on the scale of like maybe Etsy or whatever, I think you should check it out. They have like, I have never ever gotten featured on the Etsy. Etsy has told me that like they emailed me and told me that they like were going to choose some of my work to be like Etsy picks, and then I never saw any of them become that. Like, I am not I don't know, my shop is not particularly like favorable to Etsy if you want to use that as a comparison, but Maker Place has already featured me like multiple times, which is like extremely exciting. But It's just because there really isn't like a lot of competition on there at the moment, and they're really looking for more people to be on the platform. Also, it's like probably really important to note that they have it's free to make a listing on there, and whereas compared to Etsy, you have like on Etsy, if you make a listing, you have to pay for it. But Makerplace, they're not going to charge you until you sell something. So I mean, that's just like, you kind of can't beat that. If you just want to like try it out and see, how it works for you. Obviously, that is something that could change at any moment. They could just suddenly be like, okay, everybody who wants to make listings, like, now you have to pay us now. Like, they could change their policies and whatever at any moment, but right now, it's free to make listings. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I'm very I'm always trying to think of ways that I can put my business out there, and I don't know. I mean, it's obviously, it's like more work to make 2 listings on 2 different shops for things. And then you have to keep up with the inventory. Like if something's sold out on one, you have to make sure you go and edit the other one. But I don't know. I don't know if I would ever exclusively only sell on one platform. I think it would really depend. But I do feel like for me at the moment, it's fine. I'm able to do things, and I really want to get my work out there for more people to find, because I feel like I make good work. Please don't judge me earlier on the things that I showed you that were in progress. They look so bad, but I know they look really bad. But I feel like generally the work that I make is good. I just need I just feel like I need the right people to find my stuff. So I think putting it on 2 platforms, hopefully I can get more eyes on the things that I make. You definitely wouldn't want to go overboard. It can be really challenging and annoying to have to manage multiple stores. And then you also you cannot just leave a store for it to I don't know. I don't know what the word is that I'm trying to look for, but you don't want to just throw up a shop and then see where it goes. You need to kind of stay active with it, make sure that you are doing marketing for it, sharing it in those products, and try to drive your own traffic too. Because I think a lot of people and I think this was I'm pretty sure this was me when I was beginning Etsy. I was oh, Etsy's just gonna do it for me. They're gonna drive the traffic here and it's fine, I don't need to do anything. I don't know. I was a really bad business owner when I started this. But it's fine. We all start somewhere. But yeah, you don't want to just leave it. You want to make sure that you are putting your work out there to be found. So that, I mean, that could be all kinds of different things. Like it could be posting your work on Pinterest, it could be posting it on Instagram, like I don't know, all kinds of different things, really. But you want to try to like drive as much traffic to your own shop that you can, because obviously that's just going to be like in addition to what Etsy drives. And the more people that will go to your shop is more likely like you're going to make a sale. So I don't know, I just kind of like try to get more eyes on the stuff that I make. And I do all kinds of stuff too. I'll like, you're not really supposed to do it, but I post my work on Reddit. You have to be careful about posting on Reddit because some people get really upset. They get really upset. If you're trying to like post work that you made that you're trying to sell. And if you're like, pretty like new to selling, I would be very cautious of going on Reddit because people can be really mean, and it can be really hard if you're like a ultra beginner, like making and selling your work, and then when people on Reddit like say things, like it can be really, really disappointing. So I would be cautious of that, like especially like if you're like a high schooler, you know, or something, if you're like pretty young, or just I don't know, I mean maybe even anyone in general, it can be really hard to hear the things that people on Reddit say. So you do want to be cautious if you're gonna try that, but I don't know, I just try to find like different ways to get my work out there, and it's just one of them. Somebody, I don't know, I can't remember what subreddit it is. I don't know, something about handmade things. They like, I literally like, I think I made like one post on there or something, and they like banned me from the subreddit. And I was like the reason that they banned me said like I was spamming them, and I was like, I literally made one post, like how is that spam? And then they're like, well, we looked at your profile and like all you do is like share work that you made and like share your shop. And I was like, okay, that's not in your rules. Like I own, like it's not spamming if I shared like one picture, like one post. Because a lot of subreddits will have rules, like they'll tell you what you can't post. And I was like, that wasn't like in your rules anywhere. And they're like, yeah, well, we're just gonna ban you anyway. And I was like, what the heck? Like sometimes like they'll just do what they want to. So I don't know, it can be kind of hard to like do that if you're trying to like get your work out there. I do think generally if you follow the rules on there, like you're probably not going to have any issues. There are two places where I share my work fairly frequently, but I stick to their rules, and you know, it'll say something like you can only, you know, post once a week or something. If you stick to those rules, then like you're gonna be good. I typically do, there's artisan gifts. That's one that I will do. And then I think the other one is just called handmade. I'm pretty sure those are the ones I go to. Handmade is not for shops, so you cannot post a link to your work. You have to, if somebody asks you, you can send it to them. Like, somebody has to ask you, like, oh, do you have a shop? Do you have an Instagram? Then you can send a link. But if they don't ask that on Handmade, you can't. You're gonna, like, get banned or something. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? There's, like, the thing that's holding my phone is, like, literally in the middle of the screen, and I can't see, like, I can't really see, like, how it looks. And then Artisan Gifts is a really good one. That one is specifically for shopping handmade. So you can post a link to your shop for it. So I think that one's a really great one too, if you are going to do Reddit. I haven't had any issues on those pages. I don't think so. I'm not sure. It's literally just, like, super random people. So that's what you want to be careful about if you don't have a thick skin. I've literally, and they're like, these two are just, like, obviously they're just random, like, handmade items. It's not a niche. So you'll get people, like, saying things that they don't even, like, know what they're talking about. Like, a while ago when I was, like, let me see, this is getting really dry. Let me just, like, add some water to it. So I used to make and sell a variety of things. And one of them is, like, it's a knit, like, a miniature rug. It's a little mug rug. It's a miniature rug that you, like, can put on your desk or your coffee table. And someone, like, you're supposed to put in, like details or whatever about the item, like, in the title. And I was like, oh, this is a, knitted coaster or whatever. And somebody had the audacity to tell me it wasn't knit. And I was like, I don't know how to tell you that, yes, I did knit this with 2 knitting needles. like how, like, I don't have, like, a video of me doing it, but, like, what? I'm just like, I can't prove this to you, but you do not know what you're talking about, because, like, it was just like, what the heck? And I'm just like, I don't know. People will just, like, be super rude, and, like, even though they have no idea what they're talking about. So yeah, Reddit is, like, proceed with caution. But I've never had any issues, like, posting on any other networks. Like, if you're posting your work on, like, Instagram, Pinterest, I've never had any issues there with, like, rude, or I don't know. I don't know, just rude comments, I guess. I don't know. I do know a lot of people are, some people are really hesitant to share their work. And I don't know. I'm just not that person. Like, I've always, like, shared my work, so I don't really, like, I don't know. I don't really have any, like, tips or anything for that. But, I can tell you, like, I think it would be really rare if you were, like, a new person selling or, like, sharing your work on, like, Instagram. I don't feel like people would be, like, rude to you. I have seen, like, I don't know, like, more popular shops, Like, there's this really popular ceramic artist that I follow. I don't know. I think their name is like something like Tiny Namaste or something. I'm not really sure. And she'll like, I don't know. I think she's kind of sassy. I'm not really sure how to gauge her, but I think she's like sassy. But like, people will say really like, I don't know, they're not always like rude, but I don't know, people just like find her shop and then get really upset about things. Like, I don't know, like a lot, like, she's like one of those people that's really popular with their work and it sells out very fast. And like, someone accused her of like, not, I don't know, something about like not actually selling the work that she makes or something. I don't know, it was really weird. Because when they went to her shop, it was like closed or something, or there wasn't anything in it. And it's like, obviously you've never bought anything handmade, because that's how a lot of shops are that you find on Instagram. Like, a lot of the time, the piece that you found on Instagram is probably not available. Like, a lot of the time. And, like, I don't know, this person just, like, was being really rude in her comments. And then she, like, I don't know, she made, like, a sassy video about it or something. I'm not sure. But it's, like, what the heck? Like, you're gonna accuse this person of, like, I don't know. It was something really weird. Something, like, making this stuff but like not selling it, or I don't know. And it's like, okay, if you're gonna accuse someone like publicly, like, you need to know what you're talking about. Like, you know, like like, you obviously just have no idea what you're talking about, because this person like does sell their work. It sells out probably, I don't know. I've never tried to buy from her, but I mean, I don't know. It is really popular stuff, so I would imagine that it sells out like within the same day, if not like hours or something. But I don't know. Some people are like, I don't know. Sometimes people are kind of like rude, I think. But I don't think that's like the majority. Especially if you're like really new to like Instagram. Like, I think a lot of people get like frustrations with like really good work or something. Like, I think I've also seen the same person, like this ceramic artist. She like makes these like reels of like people complaining about her work or something. I don't know. I think it's like kind of sassy. But maybe it's just kind of like an explainer or something. I don't know. But like, people will like complain about like how expensive her work is, like in the comments. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I don't even know like how to describe it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like rude. I don't know how to explain like how I feel about that. But it's just like, it's handmade. Like, for one thing, like 99% of her things also have real gold on them. So that's gonna increase the cost. But also, she's like, I mean, I don't know how to like word it. She's not like famous, but like her work is like, it is really in demand. Like I said, like I would assume that she sells out probably within like minutes or hours when she launches shop updates. Like, I mean, it's not like famous, but like, you know. And like people like people like complain about like how expensive it is. It's like, okay, well, like, you know, either save up the money if you really want it, or, you know, like, go away. Like, I don't know, like, obviously you're not the target demographic, because if you really wanted her work, you would buy it, right? Like, and I don't know, that's just like, it's just like how art can be. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure if I really looked at like her shop much, but I think it's in line with like all of these factors. But the thing is, people don't know these factors. Like, people probably don't know that she's like kind of like famous, or like not famous, but like in demand, I guess. I don't know. And they just like find this work on Instagram randomly, and then they're like, oh my god, that's like so expensive. It's like, you really don't know what you're talking about. Like, even like, I don't know, I feel like even if you did do ceramics, like, and you knew about like the process, like, I think it can still be hard to kind of like judge somebody on like how they, like how much they price their work out. Because like, I don't know, I think, for example, like, I'm having like trouble like trying to price my workout. Particularly some of the underglaze pieces that I make, because I spend a lot more time on them than what somebody would normally spend time on underglaze. Sorry, I'm like hiccuping over here, and it's kind of not really, I don't know, I'm having trouble, it's not stopping. So like, typically when somebody underglazes, like, they would do 3 coats, but I actually do 5 because I really want to get an opaque look to it. I really don't like the like transparent look that a lot of pieces get when you only do 3 coats. So it's like, even if you knew about like ceramic techniques and stuff, and you looked at my work and then compared it to like a similar thing, like, I'm trying to like, I'm trying to pay myself enough. But it's gonna be like, it probably is like more expensive than other similar work, but that's because I like take all this more time to, you know, like, get the certain kind of look that I'm looking for, and other people are not doing that same thing. Like, they're doing a different thing, you know? So, I don't know, pricing is super hard, and like, I don't know, I just don't think you should be judging people like too harshly. Because, I don't know, there are all kinds of ways to make art, and even if you do like work in that medium, like, I don't know, maybe there's like something that they're doing differently that is not the norm and just takes a lot more time to do. I don't know, I just feel like people need to be like more open-minded, and also not comment like rude things online. I don't know. Or like, I don't know, like, it's not really rude, maybe, I'm not really sure what to call it. I don't know, it just like, sometimes I see things and I'm just like, you really typed that out before you like thought about it, huh? So I think like, even if you did get comments like that, I feel like I feel like a lot of the time they're just like random people that don't even follow you. So, like, most likely whatever they have to say probably doesn't really even need to like make an impact on you. But I do think sometimes if you can separate yourself from just kind of like that like emotion that you get, because like I don't know, it's really hard when people like say rude things to you. Like, I've had people say really rude things on Reddit. And sometimes it is true. I mean, it was kind of hard to hear because they're being rude about it. Like, they could have said it nicer. But sometimes what they have to say is true. So sometimes maybe, I don't know, maybe revisit it and see what you think. But definitely, like, at the moment, it can definitely be really hard to, like, hear certain things from people. But, like any kind of feedback that you get, I don't know, you just kind of have to review it and see what you think, like if there really is anything behind what they're saying, or if they just have like no idea what they're saying. Like, I've learned that from being in art school. Like, any class where you're making art, you have to like you're always like doing critiques, and I think that is so important. And I think that is like I mean, I don't know, I don't really know how to, like, I want to give it a lot of value. I mean, I don't want to say that like you should only go to art school just to get critiques. But it really is important, and it's really great for an artist to be able to get feedback from people, and then determine what you think about it. Like, even from the professor, like, sometimes even what the professor says, like, doesn't have to be right for like the work that you're making, because I don't know, you're going for something else, or I don't know, whatever. You know, but like, it's really important to be able to listen to what other people have to say, and then for yourself figure out if you should take that advice or not. And I think that's really important, to be able to be open to that, open to changing your work. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like a final piece that can't be like changed, but like moving forward or whatever, it's something to think about. I think that can be really important. And people that, like, I don't know, people that don't go to art school and are just like making things occasionally or something, like, you don't get that experience, you know? So I think it's really important to be able to do that, especially with people that, I mean, at least like in art school, like, you're surrounded by other artists, you know, like, at some point they know how to articulate their feelings, you know, like, a lot of like other people, like normal people, will be like, well, I don't like it. And you're like, okay, why? And they're like, I don't know. You know, it can be really important to be able to get people that can articulate their thoughts, and like translate that to you. And it's really not the same if you're only like asking like your friends or your family about like what they think about your work, because like if I asked my mom, I know 100% that she's not going to tell me anything like constructive. She's just going to be like, "Oh, I love all of your work." You know, like that's my mom. My mom is like super supportive. Unless I was making some kind of like, I don't know, Nazi racist thing. I mean, I think at that point she would be concerned. But like otherwise, like anything I make, she would be like, "Oh, I love it." You know? Let me just like clean this spot up over here. We've got a lot of dry clay just sitting about making a mess. How much time do we have? Oh, we have like 4 minutes. Oh, wow. I think, I don't know, I kind of feel like it might be like rare. But I think it's worth checking out. If any local studios have, if they have like a critique night. One of our studios here, it's totally free to attend. They have a critique night, like, I think it's like once a month, maybe. And it is a ceramic studio, but you can bring in any kind of work. And people will tell you what they think about it. It is not as honest. It's not as honest as like the critiques that I've been in college. Like, I don't know, because I think like if it's really bad, like either if it's really bad or if it's really good, nobody is gonna say anything. That's how you know. That's how you know something is up. Like, I don't really know how you can, like, probe for, like, comments. But, like, if people really do not like what you're making, like, people are just not gonna say anything. Every time. Like, every time. But, like, in college, like, the professor is gonna, like, say, they're gonna do it. They're gonna be the one to be like, what the heck? Like, if it was like really bad and there's like barely any effort in it, they're gonna be like, what the heck is this? You know, but the critique that I go to, like, they don't do that. They're way too nice. But I mean, I don't know, I sound like really judgy, but I mean, I can tell that I'm not the only one thinking it, though, because, like, it's just that kind of reaction that I've seen over and over again. If it's, like, really bad, people are not going to say anything. They're going to keep their mouth shut because they don't want to be rude. Or if you only get good comments. That's, like, a clear thing, because people will be like, "Oh wow, it's really quiet, I need to say something," and then they'll think of some random thing to say about it. But if they don't say anything, like anything that could be changed, it's probably either really bad or really good. And I feel like, you know, like, as the person that made it, I feel like you should know. I don't know, I sound like so judgy, but like, I don't know, that's just like, that, I think that's really important for somebody to like, kind of be aware of. Like, if you do go into a critique, and like, you also need to like not take it personally, like, whatsoever. Like, any portion of what people are saying about your work, you can't take it personally, because they're not trying to be mean to you. They're not trying to say, oh, this is a stupid idea, or what a stupid like thought to convey. Like, they're not trying to do that. Nobody is doing that. But I think, you know, like, there are different things that people, I don't know, think could be, like, I don't know, like, better conveyed, could improve the piece. Like, I think a lot of people will take things personally, but they're really just talking about the piece, and they're not, like, actually saying anything about you. That's something my ceramic teacher would, like, he, like, really enforced for our class. Even though, like, I don't really feel like, I mean, not that I know of, I don't think anyone felt that way. But I think it was just kind of something to let the new kids know. Like, it was like, I was taking, like, an intro and then, like, an intermediate class. But I think it's really important to, like, I don't know, if you're an artist, I feel like you need to have your mind open, and, you know, people have suggestions, like, yeah, maybe it's a good idea, you know, and seriously, hearing what other people think about your work can be invaluable, because people will tell you things that you're never gonna think of, and it can really change your work and, like, change how you think about, like, I don't know, your process or something, and it can really improve you, where you might not get that from just working on your own. So although it can be hard to hear negative-ish things in critique, I do think they're really great, and can be really helpful for, like, for just, like, improving your work, getting ideas. It's been a long time since I went to the critique at this local studio. But now that summer's coming up, I think I might, I don't know, might check it out or something. Alright, well, that is our stream for today. Thank you for listening to me rant and, yeah, talk about, like, whatever. Let's see, today is Thursday. We're going to, well, I have a lot of things here that still need to be worked on. We have 2 bunnies, 3 things right here, and then we have 2 things on the wheel. So we're definitely going to be trimming tomorrow. And yeah, I have no idea what we're going to be doing on Monday. Maybe trimming? I don't know. We'll just have to see how much I get done, like, outside of the stream and, like, on the weekend. But, yeah, that's it. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I come on for videos. All of the videos are uploaded to YouTube at Callie & Co. into the live stream playlist, where you can watch, how many do I have? I have a lot of videos on there. I think it's like 140, I think this is 148, I think. There's a lot. There's a lot. If you want to watch me make all kinds of different things, we do that. Some videos we're doing, like, underglazing, glazing, trimming, all of the things, if you want to check that out. And then there are other videos on the YouTube. So a few ceramic tutorials, and then videos that touch on just, like, general, like, artist things or small handmade business topics, if you want to check those out. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, like the video if you're on YouTube. And yeah, well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.